So Lucas, once again we are back for another Wikipedia Weekends, and what are we talking about today?
Well, when you get the phone, we are looking up the Gladiators British TV show.
So Lucas, I don't think we've really talked about the setup for this, so do you want to just explain that while I just gaze gloriously at the logo for Gladiators?
The lack of setup for this, of just, you have my phone and I give you a random Wikipedia article to look at
That
and
you
read
think
through.
would be quite funny. So it's all improvised, and I'm going to be learning about everything we're talking about at the same time the audience does. So, first of all, Gladiators, 1992. Fucking hell, it's that long ago.
It's as old as I am.
This is a year younger than I am. Fuck youth of today. So Gladiators is a British television sports entertainment game show, and Americans watching it are probably like furiously typing, no it's not, so I'll add an adaptation of an American programme and its format. So Americans, you did it first, don't worry.
I actually thought the British one came first.
Nope, American Gladiators was earlier apparently, 'cause it's an adaptation of it, unless they're released at the same time. The programme's format sees 4 contestants, 2 male, 2 female, compete in a series of physical events against the show's gladiators. Oh man, I can't wait till we get to that section. Contestants aiming to secure a place in the grand final and be crowned a champion for their respective series. There was no money rewarded to the winner of any episode until the final. So you didn't even get any money.
Jesus Christ.
That's like Ninja Warrior. Have you ever seen the thing about Ninja Warrior where you don't really win all that much? You just get to call yourself a Ninja Warrior.
I mean, that's a cool title, though.
Yeah, in the Japanese one, they have people who train all year for it and people who build the courses in their backyard so they can do it. And then they turn up and it's raining. And it's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? The show was presented by Ulrika Johnson throughout its original run, alongside John Fashanu and Jeremy Guscott, with John Sachs providing commentary on each event and John Anderson refereeing the contestants. A group of cheerleaders also accompany the show, known as the G-Force.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
That's so cool! That's so fucking good! The success of the British series spawned further adaptations in Australia and other countries, while in the UK, a children's version entitled Gladiators Train to Win was also created and broadcast on... I don't remember that!
Did they go against the adult gladiators?
They had to do. Alright, so format. The series involves contestants battling against a gladiator in a number of events to secure points for the final event, the Eliminator, aka nickname for my penis. Typically, 4 contenders would appear in each episode, 2 male, 2 female, so that's red and blue for males, pink and yellow for the females.
Of course.
And each contender would compete in 5 or 6 events depending on the series or time constraints. Once all 5 or 6 games are played, the contestant with the most points are total, and the contestant with the highest number gets a head start in the Eliminator. Oh man.
So they just play for a head start?
Yeah.
The entire show?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I still remember the one episode where the guy got like a minute head start and still lost. Because he got to like the travelator at the end and just couldn't do it.
Oh no.
And then was there anything greater moment in Gladiators though when 2 people reached the travelator and one person was so knackered they couldn't do anything and the other person just watched them fail and then ran up and did it? Let's move on to the events. Because that's what we're all here for. It's like, oh man. What was your favourite though? Mine, like what's the one that you looked at when I want to do that 'cause it looks fun?
It's the one that they actually have like games of in like, you know, all those parties and stuff.
The wiffle bats.
And it's the bats, yeah, where you just stand on like a balance beam and just twat each other
with the giant earbud cleaners, as I used to call them. Conversely, what was the event you looked at and went, that's impossible? Because for me, it was the one where you had to work a bicycle with your hands while hanging from it.
I do not remember that.
That was part of like the final Eliminator. You had to like hold on. Right. You had to like basically work a bicycle, like the thing a bicycle works on, to like go across a gap.
And it was like up an incline, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it's like, oh, who does that? But let's move on to who we really give a fuck about, the gladiators themselves. And we're going to go through some of these, Lucas, and like, as we go through, you need to decide which one's your favourite or which one's the best name.
Carl, we all know who everyone's favourite was.
Is it Wolf?
Yeah, God, yeah, it's Wolf.
It's so obviously Wolf. But we'll start with the female gladiators. We've got Amazon, Blaze, Falcon, Flame, Fox, Gold, and then everyone's fucking favourite, Jet. Jet. Laser. What the fuck? Like, are we talking about gladiators or are we talking about the cut characters from, like, you know, the Globo Gym mega corporations, like, winning team?
Sounds like Transformers names or some shit.
Is that not the best moment in a comedy where it's like the Globo Gym mega cobras come in and goes, yeah, we've got Phaser, Blade, Blaze. And then they get like that woman who's from like the Ukraine and she just hits that guy with the dodgeball. And that guy's probably got to be the greatest act of physical comedy I've ever seen because he goes down so hard. And
so hard.
I'm pretty sure he died. He died for it. Then we've got Laser, Lightning, Nightshade, Panther, Phoenix, Rebel, Rio, Rocket, Scorpio, Siren, Vogue, and Zodiac.
Jesus Christ, those are cool names.
They are, but we're now moving on to the male gladiator. We've got an even better name. We've got Ace, Bullet, Cobra, Diesel, Hawk, Hunter, Khan, Shao Kahn. If he didn't rock up dressed like Shao Kahn, I'd be pissed off. Raider, Rhino.
Oh my
Rhino
God,
was
yeah.
the one. Saracen, which obviously series 1 to 8. So he was in all of them, but he had a really boring name. Shadow, Trojan, and there would better have been a cross collaboration between him and Trojan Condoms. If not, he missed out. Vulcan, Warrior, and then right at the fucking end, Wolf.
God.
It's just those names are so fucking cool, and I'm pretty sure they got to pick them themselves. But I just like that one. They all do sound like Globo Gym Mega Cobra names. Like Blazer, Phaser, Blade, Lightning Shock. Oh man.
I just want that like Star Trek clip of Captain Kirk just going, Khan!
No, I just want Shao Kahn in there. Both Cobra and Lightning were never originally intended to be gladiators. Instead, they trained and entered as contestants. And it wasn't until hours before first recording it was decided 2 more gladiators would be required for the series. So they were so dominant as contestants, they got upgraded into gladiators.
Oh my God, they must have been badass.
They must be fucking like just amazing. This is the reason that neither appear on the cover of the music CD that was released to accommodate the series. Oh, they were both upgraded to full-time participants in show 3 and remained until the very end of the programme. Oh, so good. How good were these guys? Fox originally appeared as a contestant during the Wembley live shows of 1993. She was handpicked to be a reserve gladiator for the 6th series. Oh man, I hope they had a youth team. Do you like in football, you got a youth team? You got a youth team of gladiators and they've all got...
That's where the kids show comes in, Karl.
We just want the buffest, strongest children known to man. Oh, that's so good. Just the idea they were so good as contestants, like, fuck it, they're gladiators now. You are the titular gladiator.
How many of those children from the spin-off ended up becoming gladiators in 2008?
Can you imagine if they were so good they ended up joining the adult version? And you just got children trying to stop fully grown adults from just doing shit. This is about contenders. Applicants who wanted to take part in the show had to go through vigorous fitness tests before they were selected to take part. Most competitors achieved brief local fame, but Series 3 Women's Champion Eunice Huthart earned great recognition and briefly presented late-night television before becoming a stunt double. Series 5 winner Mark Mottram went on to become a professional stuntman and was Pierce Brosnan's stunt double in the James Bond films.
Hell fucking yeah.
He also appeared in Batman as Heath Ledger's double.
Oh, that's cool.
He is married to someone else, another winner.
That's a power couple, right?
That is a fucking, literally the definition of a power couple. Then we got all the champions here, but I don't really give a fuck. Oh, but we have got, though, John Anderson, who was the presenter. John Anderson was the head official. Before every event, he called, and do you remember the line that he used to say, Lucas? Well, Adam does. Go on, yell it out.
Does.
Gladiators, ready!
And then?
Competitors, ready!
Close. The accent's good, but it's contender, ready. You got to do the ready. It's got to be that in it. And then gladiator ready, similar to his American counterpart, Larry Thompson. But he added the countdown, 3, 2, 1. I bet he got paid for that as well. So have you heard like Joe Bruce Buffer, the Let's Get Ready to Rumble guy?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
He's trademarked that and he makes like $1 million a year just from people licensing it.
So if I just say that in the middle of this video...
I might get sued. No, if we play his clip of doing it, yeah, but he licenses out him screaming that so they can play it at sporting events.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and he makes a good money doing it. So don't play the clip because we'll get fucking
It's
sued.
just right there.
Then we've got spin-offs. Fucking the children's one. But we're going to skip straight past that because let's notice there's a section below called controversies. And this is usually on Wikipedia where the fun stuff starts. Alright, so are you ready for some controversies? And I'd like to point out that there is a warning here saying that this criticism and controversy section may compromise the article's neutral point of view. So that, I presume it's written by the contestants themselves after getting mad salty about it. During the first season in 1992, on the first game of The Wall, contender Nicola Borden slipped away from Scorpio.
Oh God.
Scorpio had managed to get hold of her, but she slipped off moments and later fell to the ground. It turned out that Borden had greased her legs.
What?
just behind the scenes. Like, if I'm fighting with a Scorpio, I'm greasing my fucking legs. It also turned out that Borden had undone her laces so that Scorpio could not hold on to her trainers.
She's preparing for this.
You deserve to win if you do that. Cause that is just like, that's like 4D chess levels of shit right there. But here's the best bit. After reviewing the footage, referee John Anderson ruled that while Borden did use, and I quote, excessive grease on her legs, there was no actual rule prohibiting this, therefore she was allowed to retain the points she earned. That's how it's fucking done.
But Karl, how much grease on your legs is excessive grease on your legs?
And I love this in sports, so people find that's against the spirit of the rules, but not the actual rules themselves, and they get away with it. Oh, however, Anderson also said that Borden's actions, there we go, not in the spirit of the competition, and so new rules were immediately put in place to prevent her or other competitors from trying the same trick. Scorpio was shown to be unhappy with the referee's ruling and Borden's apparent lack of sportsmanship. When Borden advanced to the semi-final, Scorpio would get another chance to pour off the wall and was successful in her second attempt. I bet Scorpio's like, is she in it? I'm fucking going in.
I'm getting her back.
I'm gonna do this. Like, well, are you gonna escape me without those greasy legs, motherfucker? After the Wembley live show in 1993, Phoenix, Sandy Young, Flame, Kimberly Ann Standish, and Hawk, Alex Georgiev, were sacked from the show, having received the lowest number of votes from fans in a magazine poll.
Oh, so hard.
So bad.
It's just who's your least favourite gladiators? We're gonna just sack him.
Oh man, Nigel Lythgoe was heavily criticised for the decision, was slammed by TV critics for such ruthlessness. Vince McMahon would like a word. For reasons unknown, Bullet, Mike Harvey, who also appeared in the live shows, was never transferred to a television series. He was dropped for unknown reasons. Despite many press articles regarding the incident, no reason for his departure was ever given. I hope it was in solidarity and they were trying to get a gladiators union. It just never took off. After the third season, a newspaper uncovered evidence that Shadow had taken steroids.
Oh God.
Oh man. Shadow later confirmed the rumours were true and was sacked shortly after.
I'm not surprised.
Season 5 became known as the season of injury. Before filming started, Jet retired after being injured. During a live show in Sheffield on Pyramid, this led to the event being dropped for the upcoming season. Amazon severely injured her knee during training. Laser was brought in as a replacement. I love that I can say that and it's completely true. During the 5th season, it was reported by the media that Hunter and presenter Ulrika Johnson were in a relationship, although heavily denied. Johnson later admitted it in her 2003 biography. Why would you say, I'm fucking a gladiator? Why would you deny that?
I know, yeah.
Man or woman, like you would admit to fucking one of the gladiators, because they were like the epitome of like the human form. After the 6th season, Warrior was sacked from the show after being arrested for a firearms offence. Living up to his name, I see. Despite many questions at the time about his departure, the real reason was only revealed 6 months later in a newspaper article. I'm going to skip straight to the merchandise. As the final thing we're going to talk about, because I need to know. I need to know, how do you monetize giant burly men called Laser and Jet? During the show's first 3 seasons, popular model maker Hornby made a selection of action figures and playsets. I remember these! Because I remember we had the playset, but not the action figures, because my Action Men played on it. And I had like my Action Men versus Professor X on the wiffle board thing, but Action Man was too big, so it just looked like he was on like a children's one.
Was he just on steroids?
He's on steroids that make your bones grow. Oh, the first wave of figures included Jet, Shadow, Wolf, Saracen, Cobra, Warrior, and generic figures of a male contender and a female contender. Oh man, so we've got generic no-name fucking nobody versus Jet. Oh man, that's so good. And then you got all the toys, and then the second wave of figures include Trojan, Hunter, Zodiac, and Panther, as well as a revised version of Jet and Wolf. I hope Jet was just a real jet. I hope they got confused and it was just like an F-35 or something in the place.
Model.
just fight Jet on the wiffle bat and just a fucking Starscream just flies in and just takes you out. A final wave of figures were released in the international thing. This included revised version of Hunter and figures of Hawk, Terminator, who was from Finland, and Dynamite, who was from Russia. In 1995, McDonald's gave away an exclusive range of figures to a Happy Meal promotion. These consisted of new models of Trojan, Wolf, Jet, and Lightning. These sound like fucking Revengeance villains. Jetstream, Sam, and Trojan, let's go. I'm just loving these names.
Yeah,
I'm just loving all these names. Along with these popular models, playsets of everything from plates to clocks were released, 2 CDs and an audio tape compilation were released. Doing this thing in the show containing such tracks as Holding Out for a Hero, We Are Family, and The Boys Are Back in Town. Just one of those things for me though, just doesn't just stick out. We are family in this thing of like gladiators. Oh fucking! I'm sweating a little bit just from nostalgia. I used to watch this on a fucking Saturday, and I just remember we'd always cheer when they fell down Travelator because it was just so embarrassing when you just see him like land and go, oh no, oh god. I'm so happy that this is my job, Lucas. Thank you for reminding me of the wonder of Gladiators.